Ladies, you would be amazed what being soft around your man would do. Now, I know some of y'all are like, I'm independent, I'm strong, I'm this and that. That's fine. You can still be all of that. But around your man, let him be the strong one. You be soft, you be girly like, you be feminine, soft spoken, be sexy. Do feminine things so that it doesn't feel like there's two men in the house. I said that. I said that. Just be soft one day and see what happens in your household. See what happens. I'm just saying. Let him take control. You don't have to be in control of everything.
Man, women cannot stand accountability, can they? To them, accountability is like drinking orange juice after brushing their teeth. And it's because women believe that they're the arbiters of morality. They believe that their feelings, their perceptions, their interpretations of stimuli, phenomena, is what is correct by default because they're women, even when they're the ones who put themselves in situations and circumstances that result in unfavorable or undesirable outcomes. And it's because they want to uphold this image of innocence and purity and essentially don't want to be seen as bad people. The fact that they're more prone to anxiety and depression and stress and feel those things more deeply than men do, as well as not being able to handle criticism and judgment, tells you all you need to know. I mean, it's easy to see why they're typically higher in neuroticism. When a woman experiences an undesirable outcome that's attributable to her own thinking or behaviors, whether mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally, she becomes conflicted, overwhelmed with cognitive dissonance. She'll rationalize and justify her behaviors, deflect, contort the narrative, blame other people and the circumstances, because it's easier to mitigate the feelings of shame, disgust, and guilt that she feels. But it's only someone else's fault when it's bad. When it's good, they want the credit.
I'm the shit. So I'm not fighting for you. I'm not playing no game for you. If what I'm not about to do is sit here and make a fool of myself and do this whole pick me thing for what? You see what I bring to the table in the beginning.
Women usually hate that to the table shit. So if I ask you what exactly is on this
Bring to the table?
Yeah, what is
I would tell you I'm the table and the leg.
Oh, Lord, I'm tired of hearing that shit.
I'm just saying, though.
First of all, she said she the table. That's a red flag.
The table and the leg. And the leg.
Because don't know what that means.
Remind me of your gender again? Right, you're a boy. These are for girls only.
You want something from the gas station? What? You want something from the gas station?
So the original video is literally just this guy, pranking his girlfriend in the car saying, hey, do you want anything from the gas station? He hands her the card and then insinuates that he wants her to pump gas. And she just looks so befuddled by the whole thing. And I felt that deeply. When I was dating my college sweetheart, there was a period where neither one of us had a car. So this was never really a relevant thing that popped up in our relationship. But when I finally did get my first car, and, we were sharing resources at that time, I remember having my debit card and I handed it to him to go ahead and fill up the tank. And he looked at me like I was crazy. And I remember we fought about this all the way to our destination because for me, growing up in the 30-something plus years that my parents have been married, I have never seen my mother pump gas when my dad was in the car. Whoops. And so when it came time to, again, get in the car with this man and to, go get gas and he wasn't trying to do it, my brain couldn't, it was not computing. And he was like, okay, well, I thought you were a progressive woman. Why do I need to get out and pump your gas? And I'm just looking at him like, why don't you want to get out and pump my gas? And at one point, I would not have been able to tell you a legitimate reason as to why this was such a big deal for me until now. And this is my beef with men that don't pump gas. It's not about the gas. It's not about getting out of the car. It's not about any of that. It's about the fact that I think it's a love language for a lot of women. It's about acts of service. I like the idea that, when we pull up into the gas station, obviously, especially when you're a beautiful woman, men come up to you all the time and say wild stuff. The gas, it stinks, it's dirty, And so when your man gets out of the car and is like, I've got it, don't worry your pretty little head about it, it makes me feel seen. It makes me feel validated. It makes me feel loved. I never have a problem with paying for the gas. Why is it such an issue for you to get out and pump it? And the fact that this is a hill that so many men are willing to die on is beyond me. But if your partner says, okay, well, this is something that I like for you to do because it makes me feel loved, whether that be pumping the gas or occasionally bringing home flowers or, transferring the laundry, why do y'all fight us on it? Why do y'all fight us on it? You would think if it's so important to your partner that they're willing to bring it up on several different occasions that maybe it would be a good idea to implement what they're asking. Just a thought.
I got a question. When you agreed to be my girlfriend, why didn't you tell me you were spoiled? Why didn't you tell me you don't know what no means? Because that shit there gonna make me have to scam all motherfucking night.
He doesn't need you. He never needed you. He wanted you. He gave you the opportunity to create a piece of him, not to destroy the peace in him. Anything that he needs, he can provide for himself. So all you had to do was be exactly who you said you would be. And if you cannot lead him to peace, then he will leave you in pieces.
Women think being submissive and following is a bad thing.
Not at all.
Well,
No.
some of them. They think that these words are bad. But guess who submits more than anybody? Men. You have a military general. That military general will lead 20,000 men. Guess what those 20,000 men are? Followers. That one man is telling them to run into battle. Kevin Durant is listening to a coach who Kevin makes $30 million a year. His coach makes 10. He's listening to that man who makes less than him and was not as great a basketball player as him. And him and the rest of those 13 to 15 guys go out and listen to his orders. We follow it because we believe that he's been put in that position for a reason. And we do it every day. So whenever women try to argue against this and talk about misogyny and stuff like that, understand that nobody follows orders more than men.
Yeah.